creek ran cold through the holler that year. Barefoot boys with hearts so clear, skipping stones till the sun sank low. Back when we ran free with nowhere to go. Grandma's porch held the secrets we'd keep. Fireflies danced as the world fell asleep. That old screen door sang its rusty tune under the spell of a silver moon. Oh, time, you thief, where did you go? Took the fields we knew and the friends we'd know. Left me here with a heart worn thin, dreaming of the places I've already been. Daddy's old truck, it was rust and grime, but it carried us through simpler times. We chased our dreams down gravel and dust, in a world so small, in a life we'd trust. Now the creeks run dry and the hollers still, but I hear those laughs on the evening chill. The faces fade, but the feeling stays, a bittersweet echo of yesterday's haze. Oh, time, you thief, where did you go? Took the fields we knew and the friends we'd know. Left me here with a heart worn thin, dreaming of the places I've already been.
Down by the creek where the willow trees sway, we spent our summers in the cool of their shade, skipping flat stones till the sun disappeared. Back when the river ran clear, Mama would holler when supper was near. We'd run through the fields, our laughter sincere, barefoot and free without a worry or fear. Back when the river ran clear, time keeps on flowing like water downstream, washing away all the places we've been. But deep in my heart, those days reappear. Back when the river ran clear. The old swing still hangs from that oak by the bend, its ropes frayed with time like the ties to old friends. I sit there alone, but I still feel them near. Back when the river ran clear. The world seems so big now, the years move so fast, but I long for the moments that I thought would last. The echoes of laughter still ring in my ear. Back when the river ran clear. Time keeps on flowing like water downstream, washing away all the places we've been. But deep in my heart, those days reappear. Back when the river ran clear. I remember the creek where the cattails would sway, the sun setting low at the close of the day. Barefoot and running through fields of gold, back where the wildflowers grow. Mama's old porch swing would creak in the breeze, the scent of fresh biscuits and honeysuckle trees. The radio hummed while the fireflies glowed, back where the wildflowers grow. Time keeps on turning, the years drift away, but the echoes of laughter still call me to stay. Though life moves on, there's a place I still know, back where the wildflowers grow. Daddy's old hat hangs by the barn door. His boots sit quiet, they don't dance anymore. The stories he told me still follow the flow, back where the wildflowers grow. The hands of the clock, they never stand still, but the heart keeps a map for the soul to fulfill. In dreams I return through the winds that still blow, back where the wildflowers grow. Time keeps on turning, the years drift away, but the echoes of laughter still call me to stay. Though life moves on, there's a place I still know, back where the wildflowers grow.
Out by the barn where the fence would bend, we'd chase the fireflies till the night would end. Barefoot summers in the July heat, dust on our heels, the earth beneath our feet. Grandpa's stories on the front porch swing, tales of the West and the songs he'd sing. Mama's voice calling us back inside when the creek ran high and the world felt wide. Oh, the years roll on like a restless stream, fading faces in a distant dream. Time it steals, but it leaves behind the echoes of a simpler time. Sunday spent in the old church pew, hymns in the air, skies painted blue, hand-me-down boots and a patched up coat. Life was lean, but it held us afloat. Now the barn leans low and the fence is gone, the fireflies fade with the coming dawn. But in my heart those days still shine like the stars above, steadfast and fine. Oh, the years roll on like a restless stream, fading faces in a distant dream. Time it steals, but it leaves behind the echoes of a simpler time. Back when the creek ran clear and wide, we'd skip stones under the southern sky. Barefoot summers, dirt roads to roam. The world was endless, and that creek was home. Mama's voice rang through the evening air, calling us home from who knows where. The screen door slammed, the porch light glowed, a simpler time where love was all we'd know. Oh, the years roll by like a river's flow, taking with them all we used to know. But I still see it, so vivid, so near, back when the creek ran clear. Daddy's hands were strong, his laugh was loud. He taught me to stand tall and be proud. But time has a way of stealing its dues, and the man I knew faded like the morning dew. The old oak tree still stands in the yard, though life's left its branches weathered and scarred. I sit beneath it, close my eyes, and feel the warmth of those bygone skies. Oh, the years roll by like a river's flow, taking with them all we used to know. But I still see it, so vivid, so near, back when the creek ran clear.
down by the creek where the cattails grow. We'd skip them stones and watch them go. Barefoot summers, the world was wide, chasing dreams with time on our side. Rusty bikes and a gravel road, evening sun with a golden glow. Mama's voice calling us back home. Now those days feel like a distant tone. Oh, back when we were boys, oh, the time we'd spend building forts and mending fences, thinking it'd never end. Life was simple, hearts were free. Oh, those days are a part of me. The old oak tree still stands so tall. We carved our names there, I recall. It whispers now in the evening breeze, a secret keeper of our memories. The years roll on like a runaway train. You can't stop the wheels or the falling rain. But in my heart I still hear the sound of laughter echoing through that small town ground. Oh, back when we were boys, oh, the time we'd spend building forts and mending fences, thinking it'd never end. Life was simple, hearts were free. Oh, those days are a part of me.
The sun dipped low on the old dirt lane. Barefoot summers in the warm June rain. We'd skip flat stones on the river wide, where the echoes of laughter would always hide. Grandma's porch with the creaking swing, the smell of pie and the songs we'd sing. Daddy's hands carved the table we shared, a time when love was all that we cared. Back when the river ran clear as the sky and the days rolled on, we never asked why. Time moves slow, but now it flies. Oh, I miss those days, I can't deny. The barn still stands, though the roof's caved in, and the fields don't hum like they did back then. The world spun slower in that little town. Now I'm just chasing shadows down. The seasons turn, the years they've gone, but the melody lingers, a familiar song. I close my eyes and I'm back once more through that old screen door to the days before. Back when the river ran clear as the sky and the days rolled on, we never asked why. Time moves slow, but now it flies. Oh, I miss those days, I can't deny. Back when the river ran clear as the sky and the days rolled on, we never asked why. Time moves slow, but now it flies. Oh, I miss those days, I can't deny.
creek ran clear through the meadows gold. We chased the sun till the night turned cold. Barefoot trails through the summer's glow. Time moved so slow, but we didn't know. Grandma's porch with her old wood chair, chilling peas in the evening air. Fireflies danced in the twilight's gleam. We'd whisper our dreams by the soft moonbeam. When we were young, the world was wide, fields of green where our hearts could hide. Laughter echoed through the hills so high, but the years they fade like the evening sky. Rusty bikes on the gravel road, the stories we told, the secrets we showed. Sunday mornings in the chapel pews, humming hymns to a sky so blue. Now the barn leans with weight of years, the wind hums low like a song of tears. But in my heart those days remain, a sweet refrain through joy and pain. When we were young, the world was wide, fields of green where our hearts could hide. Laughter echoed through the hills so high, but the years they fade like the evening sky.
The sun creeps slow over the ridge, casting gold on the old wooden bridge. The morning air smells sweet and fine, with dew on the fields and the clothesline. A tractor hums in the distant field, harvesting crops that the earth revealed. The church bell rings at Sunday morn, a place where love and faith are born. This is the life I know so well, where every story's got a tale to tell. Quiet streets and a sky so wide, small town soul where hearts abide. The diner hums with chatter and cheer, coffee cups clink as friends draw near. The old men talk about days gone by, while kids play games neath the open sky. The general store's got all you need, from work boots to garden seed. The air smells like rain on the way, bringing life to another day. No city lights, no rush, no race, just a steady rhythm of this place. Time moves slow, but it moves so true. A simple life with a boundless view. This is the life I know so well, where every story's got a tale to tell. Quiet streets and a sky so wide, small town soul where hearts abide. sun sets slow on the old dirt road. The fields stretch wide where the wild grass grows. Our front porch creaks as the day winds down. Peace lives here in this sleepy town. The general store with its worn wood floor holds tales of lives that came before. Neighbors meet at the church bells chime, trading smiles, passing time. Oh, this town's a quiet melody, a life as simple as it's meant to be. With every star in the midnight sky, it's a love that never says goodbye. The diner hums with its faded sign, coffee cups and tales align. Farmers gather round with withered hands, building dreams on this sacred land. The seasons change, but the heart remains through summer sun and autumn rains. It's not much, but it's all we need, this little town and its steady creep. Oh, this town's a quiet melody, a life as simple as it's meant to be. With every star in the midnight sky, it's a love that never says goodbye. Swing creaks as the sun dips low. Lazy river whispers where the tall grass grows. Neighbors wave from their old dirt drive. In this quiet little town, we're just alive. The gentle store smells like coffee and wood, where a handshake's a promise and the word is good. Kids play tag in the evening haze. It's the kind of place that time won't phase. Oh, it's a small town stillness, sweet and slow, where the world feels wide but the pace is low. Underneath the stars, life feels so true, a piece of heaven painted simple and blue. The church bell rings on a Sunday morn, fields of corn sway like they were born. A tractor hums as the workday ends, and the sound of the crickets feels like old friends. Oh, it's a small town stillness, sweet and slow, where the world feels wide but the pace is low. Underneath the stars, life feels so true, a piece of heaven painted simple and blue. Like freedom's breath, no rush, no worry, no race with death. We measure wealth by the love we share, and find our riches in the open air. Oh, it's a small town stillness, sweet and slow, where the world feels wide but the pace is low. Underneath the stars, life feels so true, a piece of heaven painted simple and blue. Simple and blue. the neon hum, the old bar sign flickers slow like a heart on decline. Pour me a glass, let it drown out the pain. This whiskey's my shelter from the cold hard rain. So I'll drink to forget, let the bottle unwind. Each shot of memory I leave behind. The taste burns sharp, but it soothes me within. Lost in the sorrow, like a whiskey in the wind. The jukebox croons a lonesome tune, a melody made for the broken and bruised. I stare at the glass, reflections unclear, but it's better than facing the ghost of you here. So I'll drink to forget, let the bottle unwind. Each shot of memory I leave behind. The taste burns sharp, but it soothes me within. Lost in the sorrow, like whiskey in the wind. The bartender knows, but he doesn't ask. He just keeps the pour steady, fills up my glass. I'm chasing a dream that faded and broke, drown in the silence in every last smoke. The clock strikes 2, but I'm still awake, holding on tight to the heartache I fake. But the whiskey, it whispers, boy, let it go. So I let the tears fall and I let the drinks flow.
Dust hangs low on the old dirt lane, sun setting slow on a golden grain. Tractor humming soft in the far-off fields, this kind of quiet you can't fake or steal. Tin roof talking in the evening breeze, crickets join in with the cottonwood trees. Granddad's barn leans a little to the right, but it still stands proud in the silver light. There's back roads and front porches, coffee, steam, and swinging torches. Worn out boots by the old screen door, a life that don't ask for much more. Stars hanging like lanterns in the sky, truth told slow and never a lie, where hearts beat in time with the land. Yeah, I'm just a small town working man. There's a diner on Main where the coffee's black, and Miss Jolene always knows you'll be back. She'll ask about your mama, pour another round. There's comfort in this sleepy little town. Kids play tag down the gravel street. Church bell rings when the neighbors meet. Ain't no rush, just a gentle pace. Time rolls on, but it don't erase these back roads and front porches, rusty signs and Sunday courses, hands that know a hard day's grace, smiling lines on a weathered face, moonlight spilling on the old hay bales, love growing slow like a train on rails, where peace is more than just a plan. Yeah, I'm just a small town working man. Maybe the world's moving too fast, chasing dreams that just don't last. But give me a porch light and a four-board fence, and I'll show you what forever meant. It's back roads and front porches, faith and fireflies, country fortunes, sun up prayers and supper calls, names carved deep in old barn walls, stars hanging like promises above, a life full of roots, sweat and love. And I'll hold on as long as I can to being a small town working man.
jukebox hums a mournful tune in the corner of this damn saloon. A bottle of bourbon's my only friend, trying to drown what I can't mend. Whiskey tears fall in my glass, each one a memory I can't outlast. Pour me another, I'll toast to regret, drinking to forget, but I ain't there yet. Her shadow lingers in the neon glow, her laughter echoes where I can't go. This bar stool's a prison, my heart's the chain. Every sip just sharpens the pain. Whiskey tears fall in my glass, each one a memory I can't outlast. Pour me another, I'll toast to regret, drinking to forget, but I ain't there yet. The barkeep nods, he's seen it before. Men like me lost on this hardwood floor, but the bottle's a liar, it won't set me free. Just a temporary bandage for eternity. So here I sit as the clock strikes 2. The night's as empty as my heart is blue. The whiskey's gone, but her ghost remains. A love that lingers, a heart that's stained.
Jukebox hums a lonesome tune, neon lights flicker in the gloom. Bartender pours another glass, trying to make the heartaches pass. Every sip burns, but it feels just right, dulling the edge of a bitter night. The mirror behind shows a hollow man trying to forget with a trembling hand. So I drink to forget her name, wash my sorrow in the whiskey rain. Each shot's a prayer, each round's a plea to drown the pain she left in me. Shadows dance across the floor where we once waltzed, now nevermore. Her laughter haunts like a ghostly breeze, whispering through these memories. The clock ticks slow, the bottle's fast. Every pour's a way to bury the past. But the heart won't bend, the liquor's might. It just aches louder in the dead of night. So I drank to forget her name, wash my sorrow in the whiskey rain. Each shot's a prayer, each round's a plea to drown the pain she left in me.
Jukebox hums a lonesome tune, a glass of whiskey's my only boon. Her picture's faded but it won't let go, a heartache's a river that won't cease to flow. I'm drinking to forget her name, but every sip fans the flame. The bottle's my friend, the past my foe, drowning in shadows where the lost love grows. Bartender nods, he's seen it before, a man on a mission to settle the score. But the liquor don't lie, it tells me the truth, that love cuts deeper than the edge of my youth. I'm drinking to forget her name, but every sip fans the flame. The bottle's my friend, the past my foe, drowning in shadows where the lost love grows. Clock on the wall just ticks away, another round keeps the pain at bay. But in the amber glow, her face appears, a ghost in the glass, bringing back my tears. The bar's near empty, the night turns cold, but her memory's a fire that burns too bold. No matter the whiskey, no matter the time, this broken heart's forever mine. I'm drinking to forget her name, but every sip fans the flame. The bottle's my friend, the past my foe, drowning in shadows where the lost love grows.